Hey, welcome back to my shop. Today I am one happy wood turner. I've been doing open segments, and as you well know, if you've watched any of my other videos, that to do open segments I use an index wheel. I've been having to make my own because I couldn't find anything suitable on the internet. I could find one with 24 indexes or ones with 144 indexes, not really what I wanted. And I looked and looked. Well, a good friend of mine, Mr. Butch Daly, who by the way does some very beautiful segmented work, both open and closed, said he bought one at a show, and it actually had 192 indexes on the outer ring. Well, I've been trying to make a 192 index wheel, and after the third try, I made one that I figured would be usable, but of course I'd much rather have a nice commercially built, machine-built metal one. Well, this is what I got. He gave me the information on where to get it. And this is steel, not aluminum. It's plated, and the outer ring's got 192 indexes. Now 192 index I consider kind of like the magic number, because with 192 indexes, of course you can make a segment with 96 segments per ring, or if you use every other index you can get 48 indexes, or you can get 96 indexes and make a 48 segment per ring turning, or you can divide it by 3. You can make a 32 segment per ring. You can make a 24 segment per ring by dividing it down. You can make a 16 segment per ring. Of course, you could also get 12 and 8. So that is really what I wanted. This is fabulous. But now, the second ring, this the 144 indexes, which is commonly found all over the internet. Well, 144, you can actually do 72 segments per ring, or you can do 36 segments per ring. You can do 18 segments per ring, or you can do 24 segments per ring by dividing it down. And the next ring is 120 segments, or 120 indexes, which you can do 60 segments per ring, 30 segments per ring. You can do 20 segments per ring. If you wanted to, you could even do 15 segments per ring with it. The next row is 90 indexes, which of course you could do 45 segments per ring, not a really good number, or you could do 15. The next one is 72 indexes. Well, with 72 you can do 36 segments per ring, or you could do 18. And then the last one is 48, which is really redundant to the first ring. With 48 you can do 24 or 12. So with this one index wheel, I can make turnings with 96 segments per ring, 72 segments per ring, 60 segments per ring, 48, 45, 36, 32, 30, 24, 20, 18, 16, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, etc. So, of course I purchased this ring immediately when he told me where to get it. And like I said, I could never find it by searching the internet. And this is made to fit on the spindle of the lathe. It comes with either 1 1/4 inch or 1 inch hole, which fits the spindle on most lathes. And the company that makes it also makes a locking device that mounts right on the bed, which I didn't buy because my lathe, unlike most, I can mount it on the back, which I do. So, if anybody's interested, I'm going to leave the URL, in other words, the internet address of the company that makes this, on the last part of this video. So I'm going to mount this on the back of my lathe, and I use a brass rod for a locking pin, and I have modified it so it fits these holes, and it locks it perfectly. It locks it perfectly. The little brass rod I use fits right in there and locks it down. No problem. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is use this for a 48 segment turning. What I'm going to do is take two magic markers, and I'm going to mark the holes I'm going to use. So first thing I'll do is mark one hole red, then I'll skip a hole because I only need 96 indexes, and mark the next one with a purple, and then of course skip a hole and mark one red, and skip a hole and mark one purple. And when I get done, I'll have 96 holes marked, 48 of them red and 48 purple. Now, when I get ready to do a different segmented turning, I'll just take a paper towel with alcohol and wipe off the magic markers, because this is plated steel and they'll wipe right off with alcohol. So this is going to work out perfect. And I am really happy. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave the information if anybody's interested in getting one on the end of this video. Well, here it is mounted on the machine. Got my brass rod pin. I've got, you can't see it from here, but I've got the holes I'm going to use marked with magic marker. Pin locks in, holds it tight. Wherever I want it, the pin will lock it in. Right there, it locks it tight. So I'm good to go. Got my gluing platform set up. I'm ready to go ahead and glue on 48 segments on this turning. But that's a different video. Okay, let me kind of recap here for a minute. What I've got is a steel indexing ring that is plated. It's not aluminum, it's steel, and it's plated. It's very well made. I'm extremely happy with it. It's got 5 rings. The indexes that I can use, I can make segmented turnings with rings of 96, 72, 60, 48, 45, 36, 32, 30, 24, 20, 18, 16, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, which includes all the ones that I normally use, plus a whole lot others. So I'm extremely happy to get this wheel. It's made in the USA. It's made by a company called Chiefware Kits. It's a veteran-owned, family-run business located in the beautiful state of New Hampshire. So it's made in the USA. They got their card here that come with it. Like I said, I'm well pleased. They also have a fixture to lock it with that mounts on your bed of the lathe, because the index wheel is made to mount on the spindles. Now, most lathes you have to mount it on the spindle because of the motor in the back. In my case, I don't. I mounted in the back, so I didn't order that fixture. But it's available. And like I said, I'm really happy with it. And I recommend it for anybody that wants to do open segment turnings. And I'm getting ready to use it to make a turning with 48 segments per ring. I actually got them laid out right here, right now, ready to go on. I've just been waiting to get the index wheel. I made one homemade one, but this is so much better. And I appreciate you watching my video. I appreciate everybody that subscribes. And I want to thank you. And right after this, I'm going to be putting up the internet address so that if anybody's interested, they can look it up and order one if they want. And it's under cheapwarekits.com, and it's under basket weave, illusion, and carving. So I'll put that on the bottom, or well, I'll just make a whole page right after this with it on there. So thank you.